Hello, my name is Crawford from Yoga Art Lounge. We're here at the West Melbourne studio, and today we have Macy with us, and she's going to be demoing our boat pose. Boat pose has many different variations, so we're actually going to start with a supported boat, and we'll be on the wall to start off our boat. So we want to be somewhat away from the wall so that when the feet come up, they are level with our knees. So our shins are parallel to the floor. Just wiggle your feet up a little bit higher. Perfect. And then we're lifting through the thoracic spine. So we're contracting these quadratus lumborum muscles, and we're reaching the fingertips toward the toes. Shoulders are pulling down and back. And now you get to lean back just a little bit. We're going to engage the core, pull up from the Mula Bandha, and we're pressing weight into the feet. This becomes our floor. So really think about it as if you were standing maybe in a chair pose. From here, if your hamstrings are nice and warm, you can start to lengthen the legs out. You want to continue to push through the ball of the foot and through the heel of the foot here. The chest is lifting, the throat remains relaxed. And you can really feel the core firing up here. We do want to try to keep our knees soft. I think Macy is locking her knees just a little bit, so we want to continue to soften through the joints. Awesome. All right, we'll release that. Go ahead and spin around for me. All right, so now that we're upright, let's go ahead and grab our straps. And we do want locking straps. This is really important in order to find stability. We don't want them sliding, so you want them nice and firm. I'm going to give you a little bit more room to start off with. So the strap goes around you, and you want it up around the thoracic area. Now, ladies, we do want it below the breast line, because when we tighten this up, we don't want to injure ourselves or to hurt ourselves, or even just be uncomfortable. So we want to make sure that the tongue faces us. We can adjust this throughout our practice. And you want two of them, so one for each foot. And we do have different imbalances in our hips, so one side might feel a little tighter than the other, but we are trying to find balance through both feet. Okay, so from here, you're gonna lift through that heart center, shining forward through the heart, rolling the shoulders down and back. Feel already really stable here. We're gonna reach our fingertips toward our toes. You can see her toes are floating, so our hamstrings are already challenged. Her quadriceps are really firm. They're pushing down into the earth. This helps that root. And we're gonna reach the fingertips toward the toes, just like we were in this perfect boat pose in a perfect world. And everything is nice and firm and contracting. Now, bring the hands down so that you can push the feet up and find your balance. You are pushing out through the soles of the feet and finding a floint, which is the difference. It's a half a point, half a flex. So toes are pulling toward us. We're pushing through the ball of the foot. The ball of the foot is actually further away than any other part of the foot. And this allows us to contract our quadriceps while softening our hamstrings. So she has her float. Beautiful. I'm gonna get out of the way. And Macy's gonna put her hands back on the floor behind her, and she's gonna open the legs to a wide-legged variation. And she's gonna find that float again. So it's a tripod between the tailbone and the two sits bones. She's very wide leg. And then she's gonna find some grounding with the hands and roll forward. Now, the reason the tongue faces us is that we know that Macy can come really far forward, so she's gonna need to tighten these as she goes. As you tighten the strap, be mindful that this is basically pulling your heart down toward the floor. So if you're not there yet today, don't go there. You're gonna stay at your level. So her straps are really still very loose. So if she pushes out into the ball of the foot a little bit more, they actually tighten up, and she's using the muscles of her legs rather than relying on the openness of her joints. We want to stay out of our joints. It's not as healthy as actually strengthening the muscles and being supported. Awesome, so go ahead and come back up. Bring those legs back together if you can find that boat pose. There's a wall, go ahead, your head. There you go, that beautiful boat. And then bring those legs back together nice and slow. And you're even doing it without your hands, that's awesome. And you're gonna come and just drop those feet down. We did it. Awesome, so to get out of this, because you are all tied up, you're gonna soften your knees. You will pull the straps off of the feet one at a time. And you just take it out and over. Awesome. So this is our boat pose. And even though this is just a couple of ways of being able to do it, there are many, many, many different ways. If you want to learn more, I do teach here Tuesday morning at 10:30 and Thursday morning at 10:45. I would love to see you.